Hey guys, so you probably heard of all the hype that's been going on in recent news. Something called NFTs are taking over the art world. So let's explore, what are NFTs? Well, NFT stands for non-fungible token. Okay, so what does that mean in plain English? Well, fungible means can be replaced. So non-fungible means it is one for one and can't be replaced. So how exactly is it that people are turning anything from tweets to YouTube videos to digital basketball cards into NFTs? Well, thanks to the Ethereum blockchain, whenever an NFT token is minted, it acts as a digital certificate with a unique hash code. This tells you things like when exactly this NFT is minted, who the owner is, and it keeps a meticulous record of when this NFT was sold, all the past transactions, and then all this information you can look up on like a digital ledger on the blockchain. So in order to understand how NFTs are priced, let's look at lists of the most expensive NFTs so far. So let's take a look at the most expensive NFTs. It looks like this CryptoPunk sold for 1.6 million, and in second place another CryptoPunk for 1.3, 1.2 million, and 1.1 million. Wow. It's honestly justifiable, even though the art is not very, well done. It's the first NFT art ever minted, so I understand the price for that piece. The next on the fifth, on number 5 position is Hashmask9939, which sold for $844,000. If you don't know what Hashmask is, it's a collection of art from 70 different artists around the world. So I mean, I can see how this price is justified. And then we see another art of Batman by Trevor Jones art, and then we see Nyan Cat, which is a really famous meme, and another Hashmask, and another CryptoPunk on number 10. This list, keep in mind, these lists are constantly changing. I just saw someone sell, I just saw an 18-year-old sell a piece of art for $550,000 yesterday. And then the Beeple with Christie auction is currently at 8 point something million. So honestly, this list is changing really fast. Honestly, this list is changing really fast. So then you have NBA Top Shot digital trading cards. One sold for, wow, yeah, $208,000. The LeBron James collection. I could see why that costs so much. Okay, so this is a more updated list. Apparently this art is by Beeple and it costs $3.5 million. Was a digital art collection. And then Rick and Morty by the artist who made Rick and Morty. He just drew some scribbles, and apparently he sold his collection of 16 works for $2.3 million. Jesus Christ. And then of course Land on Axie Infinity, which is a game with cute little koi fish thingies. Someone paid $1.5 million for 9 plots of land. Wow. And we got the CryptoPunks again, and then a cat on Crypto Kitties. If you didn't know what they are, it's like kind of Neopets style game. There's a lot of different types of kitties you can collect. Wow. 600 ETH. And then F1 Delta Time car, which they're planning to make a game out of, and this is a 1 for 1 for 1. So someone actually paid that much for something that didn't come out yet. And then you got the Centraland, which is another blockchain game. Someone bought 12,600 square meters of virtual land for 514 ETH. Wow. So it seems to me NFTs that are worth something are worth that much because of the artist. It's worth that much because it's a part of a game. Someone of significance created or minted the NFT token, and the significance is that it is the first of something. So when I first heard about NFTs, my first thought was, I could make a lot of money with this. My first idea was to hire a freelancer digital artist on Fiverr and just make tens of hundreds of digital art pieces. One of them could definitely sell for maybe thousands, right? Well, no, not exactly. For the most part, your NFT is only worth something if you're like a renowned or well-known figure. The people who have been selling NFTs for millions are well-known artists in their fields, or founder of big companies like Twitter, or maybe they were the first to create a meme like Neon Cat. So these are the reasons why you can't just hire some digital artist on Fiverr to create hundreds of digital art pieces and sell them for thousands on NFT marketplaces. Number one, it is very expensive to even list an NFT art piece. In order to mint an NFT token for that art piece, you would have to pay high gas fees. They range anywhere from $10 to $60, depending on how fast you want your transaction to be completed. On top of these ridiculously high gas fees, there is a 2.5% service charge for any pieces of art you sell on marketplaces like Rarible.com. So let's do some quick math here. You're going to pay a freelancer on Fiverr like $15 to create your own digital art piece. Then you're going to spend $40 on gas fees to mint an NFT token for that piece of work. Then if you're lucky, you'll probably sell it for anywhere from $30 to maybe, if you're really lucky, $100. So you're barely turning a profit here. So question you're probably all thinking now, how do I make money from NFTs? Well, one thing you could do is become an investor for NFTs and flip them. Please keep in mind you would need thousands, if not tens of thousands of dollars in capital, because in order to make money, you gotta spend money. If you're lucky enough, you could probably find a unicorn out of hundreds or thousands of digital art pieces. But in my opinion, I feel like you would need to spend a couple thousand on pieces of art that are about to take off, that people already know has some type of value, but will probably explode in the near future. Another idea why it would be bad to try your luck out of hundreds of thousands of like $50 pieces of art is because you already know the price of each piece of art would be at least $50, right? Because of the high gas fees it takes to mint an NFT token. Art sellers are not prepared to lose money. So in order to pay off the gas fees, they would list their piece of art at least $50. So let's say you buy 100 pieces of art, right? That would cost you about $5,000. And maybe you got lucky and you found one good piece of art. In my opinion, it's just a harder way. So please be prepared to spend at least thousands if you're planning on flipping NFTs. Okay, so additionally, if you're a decent digital artist, there is still a chance for you to sell your pieces for a large markup. Surprisingly, there are instances of lesser known artists selling their pieces for tens or hundreds of thousands of dollars. One such artist is an 18-year-old that goes by the handle Fuocious. Just a couple days ago, she sold an NFT for a whopping $550,000. According to her Instagram post, it looks like she started a little less than 4 years ago. But one thing to keep in mind is that her works are pretty good. She's like the modern day Picasso. The third way to make money from the NFT boom is by creating a blog or a YouTube channel, or maybe some type of resource that follows this new niche. The fourth way you can make money from NFTs is by acting as some kind of broker for NFTs. Even though the process of making an NFT is simple, I can see a future where people would need some type of promotional service, or maybe they can't exactly have the time or resources to create or list or maybe manage an NFT. The reason I think promotional services for NFTs could be on the tap market is because there already is a niche for companies or agencies who help people who are trying to push their product out in forms of Kickstarter or promotional campaigns to get that initial funding. One thing that might be an impediment to this idea though is that NFT platforms already charge a 2.5% fee So as a broker, you wouldn't be able to charge that much more. Also, the process of making an NFT is pretty straightforward and isn't that time consuming. So the barriers for entry is not that high. There's not much value for that service that you can provide. As always, if you liked this video and found it helpful, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe.